My name is Brad Forby, and I'm with Leafy Green Farms of Pittsburg, Kansas. And I wanted to, first of all, introduce myself, introduce the farm, and tell the story of how I got here and how this farm came to be. Now I'm going to go back to a 1970s band called Jethro Tull. After leaving the Navy and being discharged, I one day heard a story on TV of where are they now? What are they doing? And one of the categories was fish farming. I heard those words and I laughed. I'd never heard of fish farming before. And from that moment on, I was hooked. I always looked up fish farming, which later became aquaponics, which later became hydroponics, which later turned out to become vertical hydroponics. So while living in Sacramento, California, population of 3.5 million, I started laying the groundwork, putting a plan together to learn everything I could about aquaponics. And as I learned more and more, there was a number that you needed to get to make it worthwhile to grow. Trying to grow food in a 4-foot area, you're limited. You just start. And as I looked into something more modular, something that anyone could use, that it was always going to be the same size, and that you could understand the outcome. Lo and behold, years ago, I discovered freight farms. And today I'm standing in a freight farm. This is a shipping container farm made from a repurposed shipping container and now is outfitted with vertical hydroponics. I have vertical grow towers, 256 of them, 188 on each side, that are controlled by a computer monitor. And between my laptop and smartphone, I monitor and control all the functions, including air, water temperature, nutrient value, CO2 levels. So, with no experience with operating a farm like this, I charged in. But I had to find people that would believe in what I wanted to do. And what I wanted to do was move the needle in a positive direction. Provide ultra-healthy food efficiently using little water. This farm uses less than 10 gallons of water a day, and it's actually not even hooked up to a water source. I use bottled water, and I use my humidifier, and that provides me about a gallon a day. So with this type of technology, I was convinced that, yes, we could move the needle, but not in Sacramento, California. With talking with friends, looking around, and a relationship with Pittsburg, Kansas, I found that this city was ideal. It was considered a food desert, and year-round growing was impossible unless it was indoors. From there, I needed to find supporters, and supporters I did. Kansas Healthy Food Initiative was the first to raise their hand and say, we get this. They understood the need and what we were looking to do. At the time, all I had was a binder, some pictures, not even of my own farm, to show them, to make them be able to visualize what I had hoped to accomplish with putting a farm in Kansas, which is the first. So I would thumb through and I would send pictures and show, well, this is the farm as it was being transported and so on. And Kansas Healthy Food Initiative came through, provided a grant, and that was our tipping point. From there, people started taking me serious and thinking this can be done. The farm landed in Kansas June 1st, very first one in Kansas. Got it up and running, connected it to electricity, put it in a parking lot. We are at the Pittsburg Industrial Park Airport. So no other farms out here. So I take up about 2.5 parking spaces in a parking lot, and we produce about 2 acres worth of food now a year. I began doing weekly harvests, and as you can see, I have some great looking lettuce and basil coming through, and some Swiss chard. So with that, I want to say that, whenever you want to start reaching for something, put a plan together. Put a plan together. From there, start working out who you need on your team. It's hard to do alone. I was fortunate, and I encourage anyone and everyone. Find yourself a supportive team. You'll do well. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the videos that I actually talk about farming.